What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So, today a coworker of mine is moving on to a better opportunity, right? And so, this coworker, man, she's a great person overall, more than helpful. Um, always polite, always approachable. Never makes you feel silly about a question that you're asking. Um, just an overall pleasant person. Always been pleasant. It's always been a pleasure to work with her since I first started working at the company that I work at, right? And so, today we were all, sharing kind words about her, so on and so forth. And I shared some words with about her and another coworker, and then she began to cry, right? And when I was talking about what I said to her was that I always appreciated her presence at work. And when I first started, she was my first manager, right? Or my second manager at the job that I had. Right? First manager was amazing. And she continued that streak of me having an amazing manager. Y'all, when I first started, at the company, I was probably about 24, right? And so when I started, I was nervous. This is my introduction to a real corporate environment. I'm scared. I'm nervous. Like I've never been in this environment. I don't want to make no mistakes out of fear of me being let go or so on. None of that. I'm scared of all of those things. When I tell y'all this woman created a culture of calm for me at the job, like I appreciated it so much because at the time I was still living with my mom at the time. And I would come home like, Ma, I don't know. I don't know, Ma. I don't know. This stuff is hard. It's a lot of information to process. It's tedious. It's a lot of steps to it. I don't know if I'll be able to get it. And even if I get it, I don't know if I'll be able to do things as quickly as they want me to do. Y'all, when I'm telling y'all, she made me more confident within the job itself. More coworkers like that are needed in corporate environments. Like, there are going to be tense individuals in corporate America, certain people who are high strung, who are, just on the go, and just trying to hurry up and get numbers, get production, because my job is production based, as many jobs in corporate America is, right? All jobs, production based. But I think people underestimate, like, what it feels like, or they underestimate the not the ability, but the presence of coworkers who make everything run smoothly, right? She was a person who helped everything run so smoothly, and in our parting remarks to her, one of the other senior managers came out and was basically like, man, if you were to leave this company, I think that everybody would want a review like her or my coworker, right? Everybody would want a review or words that were shared to her. Because y'all, I'm telling y'all, man, I was nervous going into this environment. I'm downtown Chicago. Just man, I don't know. I hope I keep this job. Trying to do everything that I can to show that I'm a good worker, but at the same time still worrying about, am I doing enough? Am I doing this correctly? Am I doing that right? She created that culture of calm for me, even when other individuals tried to make it more intense than what it was supposed to be. Right? And I think that, man, that type of person is underrated. Having that type of person in the workspace is underrated. You know what I mean? It's people, you don't understand what it's like to have a person like that there, because everybody has days where they're panicking about certain things, they're scared, they're nervous, but to have a person say, listen, everything gonna be all right. If you need help, I'm here for you. You can come bring it to me. We can discuss it, and I can help you be another set of eyes on this case, and I can give you my input. We can put it together, and then we can go ahead and give them what we need to give them. But everything gonna be all right. And that's what this coworker did for me at the time. It's a good person. Her and her husband both are, they work at the company as well. He works at the company as well. Both are like this for sure. but I worked more hands-on with her because I was directly working under her. She managed me. Man, y'all, promise y'all, after that, she gave me all the confidence in the world to know that I knew what I was doing. That I was going to be able to process anything that needs to be processed, because you know what I mean? She helped me know, like, hey, you good at this. You good at this. You know, you're great at explaining things. You're very detailed. You lay things out perfectly, how they should be. You don't skip steps in your processing. All of that, like that helped me be better in my field, in my job. And y'all, when now that she's leaving, I had to tell her how much that meant to me. I never really told her how much that meant to me, but that meant the world to me, because I was coming home. I'm talking about my lady. I'm stressing her out because I was just so stressed about, am I going to do this? Am I doing this right? Am I doing that right? Am I doing it wrong? Whatever. She helped me to ease my mind and calm down. And from that point on, like, it took a few months. After that, I got the hang of everything clearly. I mean, I was already doing it well, but I got more confident in myself to help me do my job without me panicking all the time and worrying, or, you know, being frantic about something, or trying to review something over and over and over and over and over again because I'm afraid to make a mistake. Man, y'all, like, that is really an underrated employee to have. That employee is essential to any type of corporate setting. Several of those type of employees should be there, but for real, just to have that person that you know, when you talk to them, listen, it's gonna be all good. You know, and I promise you, I learned a lot of those things. But because I've always been an empathetic person, a person who shows compassion for others, so on and so forth. But when I saw how she was with me and some of my other coworkers, I had to be that type of person to other people, because I know what it feels like to come into a position. You're thrust into a position. You kind of like trying to figure things out. You know, you're getting certain work and you just finished training and you're trying to figure out if you really know what you're supposed to know. And you're worried about, if you don't know certain things, are people going to look at you like you dumb or whatever? Because you have people in workplaces that will act like you dumb, or will try to be condescending towards you for not knowing certain things. She was never like that. And again, that meant the world to me, because I wanted to go to somebody that I felt confident in talking to, and they wouldn't look at me crazy. They wouldn't look at me crazy for asking a certain question that maybe she already knows because she's been here for a while. But you know how some people get. Once they be in a certain opportunity, they forget that they once were new employees at one time and that they didn't know everything. So they expect you to know everything randomly, or they expect you to know everything just because. She wasn't one of those individuals, man. And that made my time at this job, made me be able to take them deep breaths and be like, okay, it's going to be cool. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to work through this. I'm going to get the job done, and everything going to be cool. It's going to be all right. You know what I mean? I just say my little, whatever. Say my little prayer about it. Be cool and do what I got to do. And I learned, I was able to step into that type of confidence and into that type of, that type of courage within tackling certain tasks, because of how she managed me and how she was able to instill certain things in me, certain gems in me that let me know, hey, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, man. And that is really, really an underrated person to have on the job, man. And I'm super thankful for that. And again, when I saw her be like that, whenever I was training somebody new coming in, they asked me to train somebody, they asked me to help somebody with something, they asked me to give a walkthrough, I was always extending myself in that same manner, because it's how she did. And I always remember, if I was a new employee, I would want a person like her working with me, helping me through stuff. Because you don't want a person, I've worked alongside people who are condescending towards others. When a person asks a question, a new employee asks a question, they huff and puff. When somebody needs help with something, they act like they don't want to do it. They give minimal explanations for things. They act like they're so busy and all this and all of that because they don't want to help. And to have a person like that, you be like, man, that's real. That's real. To take time out of their day, and they super busy, help you get what you got to get done, like help you understand it, help you remember, like, okay, don't, when this happens, do this, do that. And also to instill confidence in you in one little sitting, that means a lot. And she'll do this over and over again and never feel like, oh my God, this is too much, this is crazy, right? And I didn't go to her overwhelming amount of times or anything like that, but even if I would have, I had confidence in knowing that she wouldn't have never treated me like I was just like, why you don't know this? Why you don't know this? Acting all crazy and nothing like that. But you have people like that at work. So to have somebody that's real, again, it creates a culture of calm that's real easygoing, that's real, that knows how to mellow out the workplace, that knows how to make everything feel like it's going to be all right. Just from saying certain words, from just talking and just, certain affirmations that you need to hear from like a manager or a coworker or even somebody over you, a higher up. When you hear those affirmations, you feel good and it inspires you to work, and you work with diligence, you work with confidence, you work with, you feel like you can conquer the day. And I felt like that under that woman's leadership and her training for sure. And I'm never going to forget that. So I ask you all, if you work in corporate setting or wherever you work, be that type of employee to create the culture of calm when things can get hectic and to smooth things over and instill confidence in new employees. It matters and it goes a long way. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out.